The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 652 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is another colorway of the Bicycle Nerds playing cards. So, let's just open this up and see what color we're taking a look at today. And since we're going down the list, it looks like we're on the last deck in the box, so number 8. And the colorway that we're taking a look at today is the pink edition, more of like a hot pink, but it's still pink. So we'll just close this up. Move this off to the side and take a look. But before we do that, we gotta crack that cellophane. So here we have for the, I'm gonna call this like a hot pink, just cause there is like a regular, like another like bicycle deck. It's like the breast cancer awareness deck, which is a lighter pink. So I just call that regular pink, but this is more like a hot pink. So here we have the hot pink bicycle jumbo playing cards. So, no further ado, take a look and see what we get. So as you can see, it is in that standard glossy finish tuck box. There, it says Bicycle Jumbo playing cards. You got the enlarged king there, or king of spades, and then you got the classic spade there. On one side it says Aircus finish made in USA. Other side says the United States Playing Company. On the bottom, you got a little bit of information. It says 2022, the United States Playing Company, made in the USA, and the recycling logo. On the back, little sneak peek of the back design there, and the 10 of diamonds. There, then it says standard size, jumbo face. Then you got the bicycle website there. And then you got the bicycle logo. And then you just got the standard black United States Company black seal with the white outline, with the white border. On the top here, it just says standard size, jumbo face. But now let's press down that seal. Grab one of our handy card openers. And let's crack that seal. Now that the seal is cracked, on the tuck flap here, just a little bit of more corporate information. That inner tuck flaps is that that pink gloss. Now if it cuts out of the box, on the inside of the tuck box, just that matte white finish, nothing too crazy there. And now that we look at the tuck box, time to look at the cards. And we're going to start with the little bicycle ad card here for their app. There, and it is in that pink colorway. Then you flip it over, and then you got the colored version. And then for the cards here, you just got that classic bicycle rider back design there, just in that more like a hot pink kind of colorway there. And as always, we all know that there's a mirror design, so you flip it over, same design in both directions. And it has that classic white border going around. Now for the cards, here we start with the first Joker. It says Joker, you got the king on the bike there, and then you got the enlarged US and US. So that means you got the shrunken middle, and all the cards are going to be like that with the enlarged corners, and then like the shrunken middle there. And then you got the second identical Joker, just the colored version, so black and white and a colored. Then you got that slightly custom Ace of Spades there, which says Bicycle 88. Then you got the spade, and it says the United States Playing Company, made in the USA. And then, like I said, you got the enlarged corners there, so it's a lot easier to see. And then you got the slightly shrunken pips there in the middle of the suits. And then you got the blue border going around, and that's like in that through the entire deck there. And even for the court cards, they're shrunken as well. And it's pretty much as a standard deck of cards, so I'll just quickly go through that, because we've all seen standard decks of cards before. And then one last card in the deck, there is, you end off with the Joker here. And you might be wondering that I started with the Joker, and that is correct, because we actually had 3 Jokers in this deck. You got 2 black and white, and 1 colored. I don't know why there's 3 Jokers, but I'm not complaining. I always love a good Joker. But now that we look at the cards, time to test the handling. And these are just classic like bicycle cards, so they will handle fantastic as always. So there's definitely going to be no issues. And the springs are super nice. And they're more medium style, which is pretty nice. Not like super thick, but they're still brand new straight out of the box, so there will be some thickness to it. But they're not like super thin either. It's a nice smooth spring, and they fantastic. Nice jumbo numbers there, so easier to see. and super smooth fans. Got a nice hot pink fan there. And they fare pretty nicely. And then a giant fan there, and a nice bright hot pink colorway. And then you got the faces there, which are nice and large and easy to see. Overall, I'm going to say there's definitely no issues with the handling, which is fantastic. And it's just that classic bicycle design, so always a nice classic design there. And like I always say, I always love the different colorways of just the classic decks there, and I love all the different, like, bicycle, like, rider back designs and all the different colors. It's just one of my favorites. I just love the simple decks for some reason. I do love the custom and crazy decks as well. Just something about this classic decks. Something different there. But here's the faces once again. There's that jumbo style and with the slightly shrunken middles there. Nice and easier to see. And that pink back design once again. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And this has been day 652 of Daily Deck Review, and this has been what I'm calling is the hot pink edition of the Bicycle Jumbo playing cards. And I'm the Canadian Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.